Hey, what's going on to all of my Libras? Hope you're having a great day. So, so let's get into this. So for you Libras, you have the Temperance, the Seven of Pentacles, Magician, the Four of Cups, the Three of Cups, Two of Wands, the Death card, the World, the Hanged Man, and the Ace of Swords. So this is definitely going to be a very interesting read. You have five major arcana out of 10. That's interesting. So the Temperance and the Seven of Pentacles gives me someone tried to finesse you. They tried to finesse the situation. A lot, they saw that you Libras, right? They saw that you Libras have some of the finer things in life. They wanted some of those finer things, and they were willing to either directly ask you for it or try to be in a relationship with you. They didn't really care. They were that desperate. They wanted what was in your pockets that much. And the Magician right here represents you Libras knowing what time it was, and you saw straight through this facade, and you didn't let them take you for everything that you have. because the Four of Cups, when you were trying to get to know them, they tried to make everything about these two cards, partying. And that when you were alone with them and you tried to actually get to know them and who they are, they would always refuse. They would always be like, nah, no, thank you. Always refuse your tokens of appreciation. You were trying to get to know them. You wanted to know about their story. You wanted to know about their upbringing. You genuinely wanted to know. You thought you were under the impression that you were dating them. And they just wanted this. The only time that they tried to hang out with you was only if you were going to break off some bread, if you were going to actually pay for something. They wanted you to pay them to hang out with you, excuse me. The Two of Wands and the Death card was, so you had to put a stop to this. A lot of you Libras knew what time it was. So, so you put an end to this. What you decided to do is you Libras decided to obviously stop hanging out with them because you knew what time it was, right? Every time they tried to get you to hang out, it wasn't their paying or what, there was no money involved, but they made it into some sort of weird business transaction. Everything had to be about the money that you would have to spend, or you owe them this, you owe them that. Anytime you hear people that you're dating or you're friends with, they start talking about you owe me this and you owe me that. That means that the relationship is already done and you need to essentially walk away because the relationship is not going to get any better from there. So the Death card, like I said before, is you put an end to this. You put an end to the relationship as you know it. And the World is that, and you're better off without them. You really are better off without them because you don't need somebody's hands in your pockets trying to take your own money. The audacity. Someone else who thinks that your money is their money, and they actually get upset that they are unable to get money out of you. How? I mean, the audacity, the sheer unmitigated gall of this person, the guts, the thought process to do what they do. The Hangman and the Ace of Swords now represents, and you know, it sucks, you know, because I'm sure it does, because a lot of you Libras, I'm sure that a lot of you Libras want love. And to know that what you Libras have been getting is ultimately just dysfunctional people, or, to see how there's so many dysfunctional people in the world, rather, and how far people are willing to go, and how much lack of decency and courtesy, and just a lack of life is really shocking sometimes. It really can be shocking. So the hangman is that, but at the same time, you Libras have to understand that it's not every single person. It's not everybody. Everybody is not going to be on it like that or approach getting to know you like that. It's up to you, Libras, if you're still going to continue to date, to understand that no matter what it is that you go through, it's absolutely not everybody. You will meet some good ones if you date around enough, but you also need to have the eyes and the understanding to know what to look out for. The Ace of Swords represents, and just pay attention to when anyone, like I said, tries to get you to pay for so many things. If you're the only, if this person's trying to put the financial burden of two people, them and yourself, into a relationship, that no matter what Libra you are, then it means that this ain't going to be a good look. So it's not going to be very beneficial to you down the line, nor is it going to be very beneficial to the relationship. It means that this person is really trying to leave at any point in time. So let's clarify the death card. Let's clarify the death card here. So you have the Page of Swords, Queen of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So you had to put an end to this, right, relationship, Page of Swords, because you started to see the malefic intent that this person had. And what I mean by that is, you started to see how greedy this person was. They started to get more and more greedy, asking you to do bigger and bigger favors, or to shell out more money, or give them more things. And when you wouldn't say yes to this, these people would essentially talk about, oh, you owe me. And the owing would get bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's like, what do you Libras owe these people? What do you Libras owe them, especially since, you know, it's not like you've known these people for a long time. You've probably known them for a month at the most. But then you have the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is, so you did what it is that was best for you. You, you know, you sent them packing. You told them, look, you're not down with this. And the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands is, then when you sent them packing, they tried to make it seem like they could replace you. They didn't need you. You were easily replaceable, and that they were the ones that was priceless. So they just tried to, go down that rabbit hole even more of, they could replace you, and that they're the ones with more value and all of that in the relationship, and that you need them, and that you Libras will be the one that's back. I don't really know about all that. Let's clarify the Hanged Man. So you have you have the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Eight of excuse me, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Wands represents you having a real talk with yourself and understanding that, there is, you Libras really do need to protect yourselves, because, there are a lot of people out here who don't have any kind of honor. They don't have any kind of shame. They don't have any kind of understanding of self-disgrace. These people will use you. They will play you. They will do anything that they can to get some sort of money out of you. And they will not actually care about that in that regard, and actually come back and apologize and do right by you, because they've already been compromised themselves spiritually. So the Knight of Swords is that, so watch out for anyone that's asking for a lot of favors. Watch out for anyone that's coming on a little bit too strong, coming on too quickly. You know, it's like 1 week and they're already telling you that they love you. And it's like 1 week that they know you and you've never met them before. That type of spontaneity is even too much for you Libras to bear. You know what I mean? Then you have the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups represents um you Libras just have to understand that what you've got going on is you should get back to work in that regard. Focus on yourself, focus on your health, focus on your emotional health, right? To make sure that internally you're not a disaster. Focus on your physical health, right? Get back in the gym. Focus on your money, um, so you're able to survive, so you're able to keep yourself up. And the Eight of Cups, and walk away from any raw bad deals where people are trying to convince you that you owe them. You don't owe anybody anything. What you do owe people, if you owe them anything, is a healthy level of respect. So that's pretty much it. That's all I have for you in this reading. Peace.